Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. Memory can make a thing seem to have been much more than it was. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. One who has few must prepare against the enemy. One who has many makes the enemy prepare against him. Don't leave it all unsaid, somewhere in the wasteland of your head. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. In a time of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. The moon and the stars shine, even when the clouds hide the sunbeams. A traitor's just a patriot on the wrong side of winning. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Light in your mind is better than darkness in your soul. The truth doesn't mind being told every once in a while. If everything seems under control, you're not going fast enough. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. So many people love you. Don't focus on the people who don't. Between living and dreaming, there is a third thing. Guess it. In war, then, let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. Belief can be manipulated. Only knowledge is dangerous. I care for no man on earth, and no man on earth cares for me. Settle one difficulty, and you keep 100 away. Transmit the established facts. Do not transmit words of exaggeration. If you do that, you will probably come out all right. Man is an animal who has to live in a lie in order to live at all. When inequality takes root, a garden of problems flourishes. I have given my word that only death will take me from you. Prioritize your physical and mental health. They are your most valuable assets. I should have based my judgment upon deeds and not words. The invariable mark of wisdom is to see the miraculous in the common. In the end, the world always wins. That's just the way of things. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. The truth does not change according to our ability to stomach it. Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed. If you always want the validation of others, you won't grow beyond people's expectations. The truths that matter most to us come always half-spoken. Vulnerability is the least celebrated emotion in our society. Thinking something does not make it true. Wanting something does not make it real. Loving yourself is required for authentic relationships. You become mature when you become the authority of your own life. Our moral economy went bankrupt long before our financial one. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. I will continue my path, but I will keep a memory always. Slowing down was how we remembered what we never wanted to forget. 10 seconds, that's all it takes for life to throw you a curveball. The longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. In order to attain the impossible, one must attempt the absurd. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. Small circle, private life, and peaceful mind. If you really want something, you can figure out how to make it happen. Sometimes your only available transportation is a leap of faith. Keep their friends close and their enemies closer. To think too long about doing a thing often becomes its undoing. Challenges in life can either enrich you or poison you. You are the one who decides. Don't look to the approval of others for your mental stability. It is not worth the while to let our imperfections disturb us always. I cried because I had no shoes until I met a man who had no feet. The journey is what brings us happiness, not the destination. In the end, you have to choose whether or not to trust someone. The king is only fond of words and cannot translate them into deeds. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. What is of supreme importance in war is to attack the enemy's strategy. Never get bitter. Life is a medley of good and bad ingredients. Don't ever take a fence down until you know why it was put up. Man doesn't know what he is capable of until he is asked. Success is defined in units of fun. It's all about being happy. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue what you want. When you lose your smile, you lose your way in the chaos of life. We all have the beast in us, Bill, and it is up to us to control it. Don't tie your success to anything other than what's inside you. If truth doesn't set you free, generosity of spirit will. Face reality as it is, not as it was, or as you wish it to be. Lower your expectations, but never lower your standards. Staying in the past won't help you move on to your future. It's always the ones who are the quietest who often have the greatest things to say. I cannot trust a man to control others who cannot control himself. Don't chase. Elevate your game and be someone worth chasing after. Don't worry about the negative people may say about you. Learn from it and move on. I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. There is no progress or accomplishment without sacrifice. Heaven does without doing. Through its purity, earth does without doing through its calmness. Keep going. It's not as difficult as you feel it is. Don't give up. A wise general makes a point of foraging of the enemy. A battering ram can knock down a city wall, but it cannot stop a hole. Different things have different uses. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. People say that life is the thing, but I prefer reading. The mistakes I've made are dead to me, but I can't take back the things I never did. It is man's natural sickness to believe that he possesses the truth. The space under the sky is occupied by all things in their unity. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. You get what you focus on, so focus on what you want. One mistake does not have to rule a person's entire life. Better to get hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. A truth that's told with bad intent beats all the lies you can invent. Great wisdom is generous Petty wisdom is contentious. Great speech is impassioned. Small speech cantankerous. Sing your life. Any fool can think of words that rhyme. Ability, experience, and books have solution for all the problems. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle.